Welcome back to Fresh, folks. I'm Julie Dilorenzo, your host for this segment, and we're going to talk about entertainment today. And we have one of the best kept secrets here in Elkhart at the Ruthmere Museum here on Beardsley Street. And I'm joined today with Christy Helmkamp, and she is one of the curators here at the museum. And we're going to talk about cafe on the Piazza. And this is something you guys started several years ago, which I had no idea about. I just read it in the paper this year, so I must be a little bit short on noticing. But tell us a little bit about the onset of how it got started.
Well, Coffee on the Piazza started simply to have another program for the community. It's every Saturday from 9:30 until 11, and we start in June, and then we end with the last Saturday in August. And it's simply a time where community members or those wanting to take a tour of the museum can enjoy a cup of coffee on our piazza.
Well, it's lovely. I see that you not only have chairs here on the porch area, but you have it along the sidewalk leading to the greenhouse. So you can be outside or you can be covered up. And with the gas prices we were talking earlier, you know, people's mindsets I think now are to walk places or to ride their bikes places, and what a great place to stop on a Saturday morning.
Exactly, and we always have a sign out front that shows that we're having it on Saturdays. So I think that's part of where most of our clientele comes, when they walk by and see the sign and come on up. So.
Well, I know that you have coffee, obviously, and Daily Grind has been gracious enough to donate all your coffees and your teas and so forth. But if you're not a coffee drinker, you actually have other things that they could partake in drinking as well.
We also have waters. We have iced coffees if you want something a little cooler, and also orange juice. So a little bit of everything.
Now, if someone stopped by for coffee, they can also, there is a cost to having the cup of coffee, which you told me all the proceeds go back into keeping this wonderful place up and running and renovated. Can they take tours as well on Saturday?
They can. We do offer tours at 10 and at 11. We also have tours at 1, 2, and 3. It is regular admission price for the tours if you would like to take one.
Now, if you decide to take a tour, is coffee extra, or how does that work?
Coffee is extra. It's $3 for a bottomless cup. If you are a member of Ruthmere, it's $2 for a bottomless cup of coffee. So.
Well, tell us, you know, obviously you have this wonderful program. What are some of the other programs you have throughout the year for Ruthmere that maybe the folks don't know about?
Oh, well, we actually have a lot of wonderful programs. During the summer is when a lot of our children's programming starts. So every summer we have a children's garden party, which is based off of one of the Chinese vases in our collection. Normally we have storytellers and arts and crafts activities to go along with the vase. We also have a children's summer garden party camp, which is a week-long camp, and for 2 hours a day the children can come and we take tours of our facilities and also have arts and crafts that relate to the theme. We also have something called Book Fest in the fall, which is actually going to be September 27th this year, and this celebrates our reference library that we have right above our garage. So.
And I know at Christmas time I've enjoyed coming here and seeing all the beautiful decorations, and you used to sometimes take part in the Christmas walk, I think it was called, and of course we were talking earlier about your lovely gardens that you have out here, and you're part of some kind of a garden walk right now?
Yes, we're part of the Quilt Garden Tour that's going on in Elkhart County. There's either quilt gardens or quilt murals through various cultural establishments. Ours is just connected to the lot right next to Ruthmere, and you feel free to come up and visit it at any time. It's based off of a quilt that was once owned by the Beardsley family. So.
And I was just going to ask you that. So the history of this home is that it was one of the first homes that the Beardsley family lived in, correct?
Correct. Well, they had this built later in their life, during their 60s. Previously, Albert and Elizabeth, who commissioned this house, lived on High Street, and then they came up here during their 60s. They commissioned E. Hill Turnock out of Chicago to design and construct the house. It started in 1908 and finished in 1910. So.
Well, I told you when I walked up, it's a beautiful day today, and I said, I always thought it would be so pretty to have a wedding here, and you actually have had a few weddings here, small but very lovely. And how can folks get a hold of the museum just to find out other things besides the tours?
Well, they can definitely check out our website, which is www.ruthmere.org, or also give us a call. Our phone number is 574-264-0330.
It's probably one of the prettiest landmarks that I've seen here in Elkhart. I love driving by, and I think it's a hidden secret here in Elkhart. I think more people should take advantage of coming and seeing it, especially in the summer. Have a little coffee on a Saturday morning, read the paper, and maybe enjoy a tour.
Exactly.
Well, thanks for joining us, folks, again for this entertainment segment here on Fresh. Stay tuned. We'll be back in a moment after this short message.